that, if they lose, should have to pay. It will stop them from bringing lawsuits like that. And there should be limits on the amount of damages you can collect for non-economic laws. Texas did this. Texas made this change a few years ago. I was with the governor of Texas today, Governor Perry, and he endorsed me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The governor of Texas points out that Texas made this change. It's called tort reform, legal reform. Democrats are against it. If you get a Hillary, or you get a John Edwards, or you get a Barack Obama, you're going to see a lot more suing going on in this country. They are not going to restrain it. They're not going to change it. If I become President of the United States, you're going to see loser pays rules that reduce the number of lawsuits, and you're going to see a $250,000 maximum on the amount of money somebody can collect for non-economic laws. Texas did this. You know what happened in Texas? The first year they put this cap on damages, 9% increase in the number of doctors applying for licenses in Texas. The second year, 30% increase in the number of doctors applying in Texas. Pretty soon we're all going to have to go to Texas for our health care. I'm serious. Doctors are leaving states in which they're getting sued without restraint. Women in many parts of America are finding a hard time finding an OBGYN. They have to travel miles and miles and miles to find one because doctors are leaving that area of their profession. You know why? Because lawyers are suing them too much. And the cost of their malpractice insurance is so high, they can't practice medicine. We're driving people out of the medical profession because we refuse to discipline plaintiffs' lawyers who are making millions and millions of dollars for those lawsuits. And we've got to get control of ourselves. This doesn't happen in England. It doesn't happen in Japan. We spend twice as much of our GDP on lawsuits than they do. And that's why sometimes we have trouble competing. So I will make sure that we restrain those lawsuits. We'll have loser pays rules. We'll have caps on damages. People, here, just the example. The man who lost his pants will be able to recover the cost of his pants. He should recover the cost of his pants. Maybe his pants cost $50. Maybe his pants cost $100. Maybe he had $1,000 pants. He can find his bill, show it to us, and we'll say that the other side has to pay for his pants. And maybe they have to pay a little bit more for the inconvenience. But that'll be $100 or $1,000, not $54 million. This is sick, this is absurd, this is fraudulent, and you don't want a country like that does that. Finally, let's talk about the most important thing that faces us. And the most important thing that faces us anytime, anywhere, any place. And that's our security, our national security. The ability of the United States to be safe. The ability of the United States to protect its democracy. And the ability of our country to share our democracy and the blessings of that in other ways in which people want to express that all over the world. That's what's going to create, ultimately, a safe world for us, a world that we can do business with. I keep saying to people all over the world, I've said this, I've traveled to 35 countries, 94 foreign trips in the last 6 years, and I try when I can to repeat the same message. America is not a country that likes war. We don't like war. We are not a militaristic country. If you study the history of this country, as many of you have and are doing, you will see that America has never liked war. We've always been reluctant to go to war. We were reluctant to go into the Second World War, probably too reluctant. When we're in wars, we don't like them, we become frustrated by them, because we are decent people. We're not perfect people, we're decent people. We don't like war. What America would like to do, really, the essential nature of America is we would like to do business with you. We'd like to sell you something. We have something to sell you. We can sell you sell you health care, and we can sell you energy independence, and we can sell you the next invention that one of you has. Because that's what America is about. And we're the best at that. And when we do that, when we sell to the world, we tend to make friends throughout the world. We shouldn't be afraid of the world. We should embrace it. We should expand our involvement in the global economy. That's going to help you have better futures. Not get so frightened that we try to cut off what we buy from other countries. Let's expand what we sell to other countries. That's a growth philosophy. The Democrats have you into a frightened, scared, worried philosophy. That's it. I'm going to tell you, not everybody gets it. I have to tell you, a couple of months ago, I was at a friend's home. You remember when the iPod came out, the new thing with all the stuff you can do on the iPod? Well, my friend had two youngsters, and one of them bought the iPod and the other didn't. And the one who bought it was kind of working on it and fixing it up and really seemed to know how to operate this thing. I was really impressed. But then I looked at the other one and I said to him, he was a little bit younger, I said to him, how come you didn't buy it? And he said, I'm waiting until it goes down half price. And I said to the one programming it, you're going to be very successful as a programmer, but he's going to be a billionaire. He gets it. He gets it. He gets how the economy works, how a market economy works. Large number of consumers, which is what we have to do with health care. That's how you bring down price, not government control. Large number of consumers brings down price. But you also have to understand that the major issue we face is the safety and security of this country. We are at war. It doesn't feel like we're at war sometimes, but we are. And we're at war not because we want to be. We're at war because other people want to be at war with us. You can wish it away in slogans. You can make believe it isn't the case. But the reality is that Islamic terrorists are planning to kill us, have killed us, and we have to be on offense against them. We cannot... Want to know what my candidacy stands for, I've made 12 commitments to the American people. They're all laid out. They're clear. They're precise. These are the 12 things we'll do. I keep it on a little card so I don't forget it. And so I'll stick it there when I'm President of the United States and I'll be able to follow it. We're the campaign that has laid out the most ideas, the most comprehensive ideas. They're all about a safe America, an America that's on offense to deal with the Islamic terrorist threat, and a country and a nation that's on offense for a growth economy, which is what we all need, and particularly young people need. You want to graduate into a growing economy in which there are more jobs. So, if you want to do that, sign up and work for me. Make sure we win. Make sure we win the caucuses on January 3rd. I thought for a minute they were going to put it on Christmas Day. Or maybe even New Year's Day. But we're going to need your help. We're going to need to get you organized a little bit earlier because the holidays are going to come in. You can be crucial. Students can be crucial to getting this done. This is an organizational effort. And we can really surprise people. And I am really, really encouraged by the fact that there's a gentleman here with a Boston socks on. Can we be friends? Well, if we can be friends, we can settle any international dispute. Thank you very, very much for your support. I assure you we're going to make a big effort here in Iowa. If this is a sign of the kind of support we have among students,